All right, so get ready because today we are taking a deep dive into Skibidi Toilet.
Oh,
This is an internet sensation that is just as bizarre as it is popular.
it really is.
Ugh,
Yeah.
imagine like if you woke up one day and all the toilets had come to life and decided to declare war on everybody.
And they could sing.
Yeah, and they could sing.
Wild.
And the only people left to fight back are beings with cameras for heads.
Yeah, it sounds absolutely wild, but, there is a lot more to this than just the initial what, when you first
Yeah.
hear about it.
So let's start with the basics.
Okay.
This whole thing takes place in a world where humans have just vanished.
Right.
Like they're just gone. And what's left is this battleground
Yeah.
between the Skibidi toilets and the camera heads.
So the series itself was created by a guy named Alexei Gerasimov,
Oh, okay.
and he uses a software called Source Filmmaker to make it.
Wow.
And the series kind of just drops us right into this conflict.
Right into the action.
Yeah.
So on one side, we've got the Skibidi toilets, which are these toilet-human hybrids
Yes.
that can sing.
They can sing.
They're technologically advanced.
Very much so.
And they're led by this enigmatic G toilet.
G Toilet, that's right.
Okay, I gotta admit, the idea of a G toilet leading an army of sentient toilets is both hilarious
Right.
and kind of terrifying.
For sure.
So what's their deal? Why are they so intent on conquering everything?
Well, that's part of the mystery of the show.
Okay.
They don't really ever explicitly say why,
Okay.
what their motives are.
Gotcha.
We get little glimpses
Okay.
of their culture, their society,
Oh, okay.
and it seems like there's a hierarchy,
Yeah, okay.
and they communicate through this Skibidi chant.
That chant is so catchy, though.
It is.
It gets in your head and it just won't leave.
It's very effective.
Yeah.
It's I don't know, maybe it's saying something about us,
Yeah.
that we love these absurd things.
That's true.
Or maybe the creator is just a master
Mhm.
at making memes that spread.
Yeah. He knows how to make something go viral.
Yeah, and that chant is definitely memorable,
Yes.
and it's also kind of creepy.
Oh, for sure.
It's a reminder that they're everywhere,
A constant threat.
Yeah.
Okay, well, the Skibidi toilets aren't the only ones in this fight.
No, they're not.
We've got the camera heads, who are these humanoid figures
Right.
with cameras for heads.
For heads, that's right.
And they seem to be the last defense.
Yeah, they're this high-tech resistance force,
Yes.
using all their technology to fight back.
Yeah, it's pretty cool to see.
Yeah, it's really interesting how they adapt and innovate.
Yeah.
They're always coming up with new ways
New strategies.
to fight
Yeah.
the Skibidi toilets.
And they don't just go at it alone.
No, they don't.
Right, they've got these allies.
They've got some pretty interesting allies.
Yeah.
The speaker men.
Oh, right.
They're like these androids that can use sound as a weapon.
That's so cool.
And then there are the TV men. They can hypnotize people and teleport.
What?
Yeah, it's pretty wild.
So crazy. It's like they've teamed up with all these other groups.
Yeah, I guess even in this chaotic world,
Yeah.
they realize they need to work together
Right. They have
if they want to survive.
to defeat this common enemy.
Exactly.
It's like one of those classic, team-up movies.
Oh, yeah, for sure.
Where they have to put aside their differences and join forces.
Right, you got it.
But then it gets even more interesting because they've got these titans.
Oh, yeah, the Titans.
Like Titan cameraman
Yeah.
and Titan speakerman.
And Titan TV man.
Right. What's the deal with these giant figures?
Well, they definitely escalate the conflict.
Yeah.
In a big way.
Literally.
Literally, yeah.
Yeah, it makes you wonder if they're a necessary evolution.
It does make you think.
To survive.
Is this what they have to do to win?
Or are they just going to cause more destruction?
Right? Are they going to make things even worse? Right.
It's a tough question.
And then on top of that,
Yeah.
we've got these astro toilets,
Oh, yeah.
which are a whole new faction
Right.
of Skibidi toilets that seem to have a problem with the original Skibidi toilets.
Especially their leader, the G toilet.
Yeah, it's we're seeing these power struggles within the Skibidi toilet ranks.
Just their society isn't as unified as it might seem.
Yeah, and then there's also this secret agent
Oh, right. The mysterious human.
who just shows up out of nowhere to help the camera heads and their allies.
He just appears.
You're where did he come from? Is he a time traveler?
It's a real head scratcher.
Yeah.
I mean, is he from the past, the future, another dimension? Who knows?
Yeah.
But he definitely adds to the mystery
He does. He really does.
of the whole thing.
Yeah, so we've got sentient toilets.
Yep.
Camera-headed heroes.
Yep.
Colossal titans.
Uh-huh.
and a mysterious human agent.
It's a lot to take in.
It is.
For sure.
This is definitely not your average internet sensation.
Mm-hmm.
Not even close.
And I think we've only just scratched the surface here.
Oh, yeah, definitely.
Like, we need to go deeper.
We need to dive deeper into this toilet bowl of mysteries.
Yes, exactly. The porcelain surface has barely been cracked.
There's so much more to uncover.
There it is.
I'm excited to see where this deep dive takes us.
Me too.
Buckle up.
Yeah, it's going to be a wild ride.
It always is.
It always is.
With Skibidi Toilet, you never know what to expect.
You really don't.
I mean, it's toilets taking over the world.
It's crazy.
But somehow it works.
It does.
It's strangely compelling.
Absolutely.
I can't wait to talk more about it.
Me neither. Let's keep going.
All right, let's do it. It's wild how they can take something so absurd like this, you know, and make it into a story that's not just funny, but also makes you think.
Yeah, it's like you're watching this crazy dream unfold.
Exactly.
But you can't look away. You're hooked.
And even though it's all like toilets and camera people,
yeah,
there are some really interesting ideas in there.
Oh, yeah, for sure.
Like, for one, the whole thing about technology,
Mm-hmm.
how it can be used to create things, but also destroy them.
Right.
You see the Skibidi toilets with their crazy weapons and gadgets,
Oh, yeah. They're very advanced.
but the camera heads and their allies, they're just as tech savvy.
Yeah, they're able to hold their own for sure.
Makes you wonder if the whole series is like a commentary,
On us.
on how we use technology
Yeah,
and how it can be both good and bad.
that's a good point.
It's a lot like in the real world, right?
Absolutely.
We have all this amazing technology,
Yeah,
but it could also be our downfall.
true.
And it's not just about like who has the biggest weapons either.
No.
It's about strategy and collaboration.
Oh, yeah, for sure.
The camera heads, they have to work together
They do.
and come up with clever plans to beat their enemies.
Right.
It shows how important it is to be united and think strategically.
Even when things are totally crazy.
Exactly.
And it really makes you think, like, what if something like this happened to us?
Oh, that's a scary thought.
For real, though.
Like if some crazy unexpected threat just appeared,
Yeah,
would we be able to handle it?
I don't know.
Would we freak out?
Probably.
Or would we band together and figure out a way to survive?
Hopefully we do the second one.
Fingers crossed.
Yeah, I don't know if I'd want to fight sentient toilets.
That's fair.
But beyond all the technology and strategy stuff, there's also this exploration of, like, identity and purpose.
Oh. Oh, interesting. Tell me more.
Okay, so the camera heads,
Yeah.
they're basically robots,
Yeah.
right?
With cameras for heads.
Right, but they still have this strong sense of camaraderie and purpose.
Like they actually care about each other.
Yeah, and they're not just fighting to survive. They're
Mhm.
fighting for something bigger than themselves.
Like they want to restore order to the world.
Exactly. It's like they're holding on to this hope of rebuilding what was lost.
That's actually really deep when you think about it.
I know, right?
It's like they're a reflection of the human spirit in a way, even though they're not human.
And then there's the Skibidi toilets.
Okay.
They're so mysterious, you know?
They are.
They have their own weird rituals.
The chanting, the dancing.
Yeah, and they're clearly organized in some kind of hierarchy.
Right, with the G toilet at the top.
Do you think they have, like, a sense of self?
That's a tough one.
Or are they just driven by instinct?
Well, the Astro toilets make things a little more complicated.
Right.
They seem to want something different from the G toilet.
Yeah, it's like they have their own goals and ambitions.
Maybe even their own philosophy.
Whoa, toilet philosophy.
That's a deep dive for another day.
We'll have to put that on the list.
Definitely.
But it does make you wonder if there's more to the Skibidi toilets than meets the eye.
For sure. There's definitely more going on there.
Yeah, it's like the series keeps subverting our expectations.
Oh, totally.
You start out thinking it's just a silly thing about toilets taking over the world, but then it throws in all these layers of complexity.
And you start to question who the good guys and bad guys really are.
Yeah, exactly.
And then there's the secret agent.
Oh, yeah, we can't forget about him.
He's like a total wild card.
The ultimate wild card.
We don't know where he came from or what his motives are,
He's a mystery wrapped in an enigma.
but his presence makes you think about what it means to be human.
Yeah, like our resilience and our ability to adapt to crazy situations.
Exactly.
It's almost like he's a symbol of hope.
A glimmer of light in all this darkness.
Or maybe he's a warning.
Oh, interesting.
Like maybe he's trying to tell us that we're messing things up.
And that even our best efforts might not be enough to fix it.
Yeah, it's hard to say for sure.
guess that's what keeps us coming back for more.
It does.
The mystery, the intrigue, the toilets, of course.
And then there's the Skibidi chant itself.
Oh, yeah, that catchy tune.
It's more than just a catchy tune, though.
What do you mean?
It's like a symbol of the whole absurdity of this situation.
Ah, I see what you're saying.
It's a reminder that we're in uncharted territory.
Like we've entered a world where the rules no longer apply.
Exactly.
And that chant, it's like it's spreading.
Affecting the internet.
Yeah, it's like a virus.
It gets in your head and you can't get it out.
And it's kind of creaky, too, when you think about it.
Oh, yeah, definitely.
Like, it's a sign that the Skibidi toilets are everywhere.
It's breaking
It's
up.
both funny and unsettling at the same time.
Yeah, Skibidi Toilet is really good at doing that.
Mixing humor and uneasiness.
Yeah, like a perfectly blended smoothie.
But with toilets instead of fruit.
Right, a very strange smoothie.
So we've got these sentient toilets, camera-headed heroes, and mysterious human agents. It's clear that Skibidi Toilet is more than just some random internet meme.
Yeah, it's something bigger.
It's a reflection of our times, our relationship with technology,
And what it means to be human.
even when faced with the truly bizarre.
You know, it's really something how Skibidi Toilet, like, captures that whole internet culture thing.
It really does.
It's strange.
Oh, for sure.
Meme-worthy.
Absolutely.
But you just can't help but watch.
It's like a car crash you can't look away from.
Yeah, and there's so much creativity there.
Oh, tons of it.
Like, it just proves that a simple idea,
Even a weird one.
right, even a really bizarre idea can still connect with people all over the world.
Yeah, it taps into that love of the absurd that we all have.
It really does.
But then at the same time, it also makes you think about some deeper stuff.
Yeah,
About what it means to be human and all that.
and people aren't just passively watching it either.
No, not at all.
They're coming up with their own theories and interpretations.
Oh yeah, the fan theories are wild.
I've seen some crazy ones online.
People are dissecting every little detail.
Yeah, like what's the symbolism behind the G toilet?
Right. Or is the secret agent actually a time traveler?
There are so many possibilities.
And that's what makes it so engaging.
It's become this shared experience that goes beyond language and borders.
Yeah, it's like a global phenomenon.
It's pretty amazing to see.
It really is.
It shows you the power of storytelling.
Even when it's about something as crazy as Skibidi Toilet.
Right, like who would have thought that a bunch of singing toilets could bring people together like this?
Well, only on the internet, right?
One thing that I find really interesting
Yeah.
is the lack of humans in this world.
Oh, yeah, that's a good point.
Like, where'd they all go?
Yeah, what happened to them?
It's like the series is showing us this post-human world.
And it's kind of unsettling.
It is. It's like a warning sign.
Like maybe we're on the same path,
Yeah.
too consumed with our technology,
Disconnected from nature.
and eventually we'll just disappear.
Leaving the toilets to take over.
That's a bleak thought.
It is, but it makes you think.
It does make you wonder about the future.
But even though it's kind of a dark story,
Yeah.
there's still this glimmer of hope.
Where do you see that?
The cameraheads and their allies, they're
Huh?
fighting for something.
Yeah.
They haven't given up.
They're resilient.
Exactly. They show us that even when things are crazy and unpredictable,
There's always a reason to keep going,
to keep fighting for a better future.
even if that future includes giant toilets.
Yeah, even then.
I think that's the beauty of Skibidi Toilet.
What do you mean?
It makes you laugh, it makes you think, and it leaves you with a sense of hope.
Yeah, it's a weird mix of emotions.
But somehow it works.
It really does.
It's like a reminder that no matter how strange things get,
There's always something worth fighting for.
always.
So as we wrap up this deep dive into the weird and surprisingly profound world of Skibidi Toilet,
Yeah.
we're left with more than just memes and crazy visuals.
That's for sure.
We're left with questions,
Big ones.
insights.
And a whole new appreciation for the power of storytelling.
It can really challenge our perspectives and open our minds to new possibilities.
Yeah, even if those possibilities involve toilets with a thirst for world domination.
Exactly. It's been a wild ride,
It has.
but I think we've learned a lot.
I know I have.
So thanks for joining me on this deep dive.
My pleasure.
And to all our listeners out there, keep exploring, keep questioning, and keep an open mind because you never know what strange and wonderful things you might discover.
You might even find yourself face to face with a Skibidi toilet someday.
Who knows?
Just remember, don't make eye contact.
And definitely don't try to flush them.
That's good advice.
Until next time, folks, stay curious,